Seviki, Manisa Salfatul Kausar Ashik, Ismono Bangladeshis, Paslaik Studiu Daugavpils Universitātē, Paslaik Dovu Rīga.
Seviki, Manisa Naim, no Bangladesh, Studē Biznesa augstskolā Turība, atbraucis Rīga, divus gadus atpakaļ, studēju internacionāli komunikāciju menedžmentu. Man patīk latviešu kultūra, latviešu cilvēks, latviešu sabiedrība, latviešu weather, laiks, latviešu laiks.
Man patīk latviešu laiks
un Rīgā pilsētā. Latviešu valoda ir grūti valoda. It's hard and that makes it even more interesting. As I have done a little bit research on Latvian language, what I found that they also come from a little bit of Sanskrit. Since I'm from Bangladesh, our language also came from Sanskrit. The pronunciation wasn't that much hard for us. If we try a little, it's getting easier. If we work on our pronunciation and a little bit of verb, I think it's doable, but it's hard.
Also the alphabet is also came from the Latin, so it's also familiar like in English that we already learned. Learning is not so hard, that's true, and learning is new language is interesting, so Latvian language is also interesting for me as well.
Yeah, the interesting fact about Latvian is those sounds, the A sounds in a two different way. One it's like A and it's A, so we always get confused in that aspect.
Learning Latvian is not only important but also fun.
What I understand that if you wanted to get involved in some society, because foreigners come from a very different culture and Latvia itself is a very different culture. Latvia is there is a rumor Latvia is super cold in terms of weather, in terms of people. So what I found out that if you want to get into the Latvian culture, you just need to try to approach learning their language. So when you're learning their language, you're gonna feel much more welcome. The approach of Latvian people have been changed towards me. Even I start some basic Latvian words like seviki, paldies, lūdzu. That's also excites them, as a brown-looking guy trying to speak our own language. So all the foreigners are trying to come here, just try to learn the language in order to feel involved in the society. So language has that power to connect the people together.
Yes, also language has the powers to make people from conservative to friendly. Like when I came in Latvia, I was speaking in English. And that is like some conservative experience for me. Like once I started talk in Latvian language, and my experience is really different. They are really friendly, and they started also talking in Latvian. When someone try to speak in Latvian, they also welcome them.
When you live in some country and you're trying to learn the language, that's the nicest thing you can do to their people, their culture, and their countries.
While I am learning Latvian language, is real life practice is main important. So if I can practice with a people who is a native, sometimes I went for shopping, sometimes I went for buying groceries. So in that case, I use some words, some sentence, and in this case, I learned lots. I didn't know what is the Latvian version of grape. I just saw some fruits and I use the translator, and I asked to the salesman that I need some fruits and I need some grape. And I did not even forget the sentence because it was my real life practice.
When I start learning language at the very beginning, I try to everywhere I go, I just try to use those basic words you're using, paldies, lūdzu, seviki. And when I officially start learning language, I actually posted a video on TikTok while I'm using Latvian. I was trying to communicate with the train checker. And that went so super viral in one day, and everybody keep repeating, we are so proud of you, you should learn it more and more. And from that word, I actually got the motivation to learn Latvian more and more. And then I started, learning all the basic vocabularies. I don't have much Latvian society here, that I communicate every day. So my teachers and my professor actually helped me because, whenever I feel like that I don't understand that sentence, I was sitting here and I keep asking them, how do you call the mobile in Latvian? How do you call the light in Latvian?
Also one thing, when you shoot the video and post it on TikTok, And it's also when some foreigner also saw that things, they also introduce some new words, new sentence. So it's also kind of teaching as well, right?
Yeah, it's also kind of fun because I mean that's kind of cringe, but still I do some live TikTok sometimes where I write down that teach me a one Latvian word. So when you're scrolling the TikTok and you find the guy is learning Latvian and you just randomly Sierra, that's cheese. So this also helped me to learn Latvian a little bit. So I know how Latvian people are actually love their own culture. They're being so protective about their culture and the history as well. So this is one of the plus points that when I start learning Latvian people actually welcome me and motivated me to learn their language more and more.
We are friends, that's true. We are native person. We came from the same country. That's true. But yeah, I have some Latvian friends I meet also in the street, in some restaurants, in some places. Also, I have some classmates, and they speak Latvian. So yes, I have some friends, and they're really nice and friendly as well. When I came here, I started with English, but now since I am learning Latvian, so I try to speak some words at least in Latvian. So I start with at least sveiki or labdien or labrid, labvakar, something like that. And in the end, I say uzredzēšanās or sometimes atvainojot or something like that. So I try at least. If I have the pronunciation issue or something else, they also tell me what will be the correct pronunciation in that case.
And I have some Latvian friends. I don't know how I exactly met them, but I met a few good amount of Latvian friends. Few came from university and few came from the center, some clubs, bar, and I actually try to talk with them in Latvian. Rather than I try to talk with them, I feel like I kind of annoy them in Latvian because every time we're hanging around together, I keep asking them since I'm learning that how I'm gonna say this, and they're being super nice. Because sometimes I know the word, but pronunciation is a bit different. So they help me to pronounce those words as well. So our communication is like this.
Yeah, people are coming from different culture, but the biggest community is here from the different culture is India. There is some good side and the bad side as well. So the good thing is when some people are coming to another country, they can learn lots of things new from here. We also can learn from a lot of things from them. And the culture, diversity, food habit, everything. But we should follow this country culture, this country's rule as well. If we don't follow the Latvian rules, if we don't follow the culture here, if we don't communicate with the cultural things in here, so this is not definitely good thing for me. Because we moved in a new country, we should respect, we should follow everything. And if someone has the plan to settle here, they should follow definitely. Immigrant, the good thing, they are also contributing the economy, and they are also contributing the social work, the job sector, and everything.
I think it's important to get internationalized because in all the big cities you see there's a lot of multicultural people are living here, so which is not so bad, and there are some flaws as well, but this is also important. It's for cultural diversity of Latvia. As Latvian people love their culture, they don't have much chances to express their culture towards to the international people much. So it's a good thing that international immigrants keep coming here. Latvia actually needs some people to be here. You can only feel it on Monday evening. You can see how empty the roads are. So Latvia needs some people to run the country. People who are coming, they should be careful about the cultural aspect, that Latvian people are a bit sensitive about their culture. You are coming to the new country, you should adapt their culture. If you cannot adapt, maybe you can at least respect, try to show the respect how these people approaching to each other. As he mentioned, there is a majority of one culture keep coming to this country, which can be problematic, also can be nice. So like as you mentioned, like only one particular culture is keep coming, and then Latvian people might gonna feel nationalism, the word I can say that. Nationalism is a thing that where you're trying to be protective about your culture and you see the other culture implements are kind of higher numbers, so you're gonna get scared, oh my god. So to make it more multicultural, we need a people in Riga, definitely. But if it would be even more nice if we have a diversity to see different more culture, not one particular dominance of a culture.
As I mentioned that I'm currently doing masters, so this is the last semester. Hopefully I can defend my thesis and hopefully I will pass. Then I have a plan that I will complete my PhD in here. So this is my first plan. Beside that, if I got a job, I will try. So my ultimate plan, since the people are nice and the weather is good, and the weather is good for me, because if it's still -5, then it's good. But -20 is not like that. So I really enjoyed the coldness,
That's
but
a
not
proper
the not the freezing, but the coldness is good for me. That is the thing. So I have ultimate plan to stay here, contribute in this economy, learn lots of things from this culture, and also learning from the people and contribute the economy. That's first I need to complete my PhD.
For me, I'm doing my bachelor, and so I had a plan to, since I'm doing my higher studies here, so my first priority is, if I had a chance to give something back to Latvia, then I would definitely love to do this. And my initial plan is to to build a good relationship between Bangladesh and Latvia, since we don't have any embassy of Latvia in Bangladesh, also the embassy of Bangladesh in Latvia. I might love to work in an embassy. Working as a diplomat, it's my first priority to build the relationship between two countries, diplomatically, culturally, anyhow, if I can contribute. Or I'll ask my professor if she does have anything for me to serve the country a little bit, that they gave me a lot. That's why I'm trying to learn the language, because after you study in a job sector, you're gonna need it.
Ozols. I don't have any idea.
Nazino. Ozols.
Is that rose or something?
Is it river?
Oak tree. Oh, there is a place, Ozol CMs, and there's a lots of tree in there. I visited the place. It's my bad that I forget.
Milistiva, lover, something like this. Azino, steve mil. The first Latvian word I learned is this.
Vilciens.
Train.
Okay, train.
Okay, ask him to pronounce the rail station one. Šaurs liedzu zeltšels.
Repeat, say it.
Šaurs liedzu zeltšels.
Yeah.